fans and all of its residents over the years, and our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Up next, Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started, and we're underway in Caesars Superdome. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard
line. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. So already on their first drive, they're going to burn a timeout. And after you... An early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Now an inside handoff to Miller. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
That's good for a Saints first down.
Black 50 green.
First and 10 at the 36-yard.
Headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Here's second and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go. Here we cut. Red, 38. Red, cycle. Check, hut.
They're throwing it. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this third down.
I I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Here we go. Green 45. White. Smash. Red.
Third and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot instantly. You set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Gorgie, I love that.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Working quickly here.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and
Red.
goal.
Second and goal, they're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on second and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
On the give, it's Miller. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner. And the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will. But I don't know, I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up.
Blue, yellow, 47.
Now throw to start the drive. Chased out to his right. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
They send a man in motion. Takes the second down snap. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he's not going to get the first. He needed real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5. Third down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and inches.
Hand cycle. Slide through. Cut.
He's dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Offense in the hurry up here.
The Cardinals first down. A gain of 29 yards. First down, Arizona.
They are throwing it again. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Here we go. Ready.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
All right, a couple of yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's second and 12.
95. Ready.
Throwing from the gun here. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Working now from the gun. That one connects. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal. Benson is in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals finish off their opening drive. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Ready.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He put everything he had into this one. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. And dose of the hurry up here. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now.
Okay,
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go now.
Hand off here for Miller. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Working quickly here.
It's a pickup of 3.
Drill,
Brings
52.
up 2nd and 7.
Steal, black.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Olave on the slant. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Set. 50, green. Ready?
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
60 red.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit.
Okay, ready?
We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Set.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
From the gun, a give to Miller. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground you need to keep plays and drives alive.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5.
Set, ready. Set, hunt.
That one's out and caught on the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a second quarter lead. The extra point, here's Smith. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Throwing off the play fake. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Throwing now on first down. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Pass play on first and 10. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can. And a good call, nets him the first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he took it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On the set.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Set. Blue, red, 38. Ready, ready.
They go play action on first down. And we put everything he's got behind it. This is caught inside the 15. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead on the first play of the drive. The extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back.
Ready.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
He'll work against the blitz. Connects on the crosser. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Pass play coming here. Escapes the pocket. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And the Saints get to it. A lot of space ahead. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints capitalize on the turnover at. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number one, make the recovery, or number two, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
Ready.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
3rd and long for him here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. The Cardinals out for the punt. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. Come on, set.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Red, black 40. Hut.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it deep downfield. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
1st and 10.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Saints holding the lead inside of the Superdome.
Ready?
Miller with it. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Field, black.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Hut.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Smith able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Reed now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Wait, what? Set.
Airing it out to start this drive. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut.
Back to throw. Looking underneath here. Benson. They work to get set.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Forced out to his right. It's caught by Harrison. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
A gain of 9 yards.
They are throwing it again. Buys time, rolling right. All the way to the right. It's intercepted. Quincy Riley picks it. And the Saints are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Ready.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense in the hurry up here.
10 cycle. 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50.
2nd down pass play coming. On the move, headed right. He'll fire it deep, back towards the middle. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Blaster. 6. Here we go. Ready.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Right.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Red. Cycle. Come on. Set. Hut.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on 1st down. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers, but that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. One last play before the break.
Ready. Set.
Starting this drive with a design run. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. Reed now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. It's a small gain up to the 38. Quincy Riley up to make that stop.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
They'll throw, third and long. This one quickly to Harrison. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. Into traffic. Complete. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Sticking to the air here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that sets up 2nd and 5. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And the Cardinals first down.
Throwing it again here. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Design quarterback run here. He's got it in the red zone. And he takes this inside the red zone to the 15 before going out. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Down. Snap. Sticky. Green.
They send the tight end in motion.
Set.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. And that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the first down, and live to play another day.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Back on second and goal. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force third and goal.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Now it's Miller. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Darius Robinson there to make the tackle.
43 rounds.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
Throwing off the play fake.
at the 21-yard line.
Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Johnson on the coverage.
Blue striker. Let's go. 60. Ready.
Throw here, third down. Get caught by his back. Camara. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So 4th down, and here comes Kai Kroger, punt for the Saints. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. First down now, ball at the 33. Benson now from the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Throwing on seconds. And this one does not go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
45, wide.
To the air on 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. He pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And the Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Black Ultra. Ready.
To the air now on 1st and 10. This time not able to get it to him. He's been a favorite target on this drive, but incomplete there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go, set. 52 blue.
He's going to throw it again. Left side into the hands of McBride. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals get this tied before the end of the 3rd. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals take the lead on that successful kick.
Saints, 27.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready, set.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Set.
They'll throw to start the drive. Catch made, left side by Palmer. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
Ready.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Let's go. Set.
Here's Miller. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
33, yellow. Hut.
Running once more with Miller. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Quick pass, right side, complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Set. Check pink. Ready?
On the ground, it's Miller. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws.
And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 4th quarter lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Here's a screen to Benson. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 2 yards there.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Goes to the hurry-up offense here. To pass on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So 1st down from the 41. Still sticking with the passing game. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. So that brings up 2nd down.
Set. Ready. Yellow. 43. 10 cycles. Watson, 6.
Throwing from the gun here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Looking to throw. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down.
Come on, set. 52 blue. 6, remember. Cut.
Desperation time here. Throw left is intercepted. Quincy Riley picks it. And the Saints are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
The fourth down pass. Intercepted. Turnover on down.
Okay, right.
First and 10 from the 32.
Six, yellow. Down, cut.
They run. It's Miller. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
At the 36-yard line.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that's...
Oh, he lost the football. And no turnover here, but a massive loss on that play as he recovers his own fumble.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
Ready.
Back to throw it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Cardinals losing by 7. Arizona offense